Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. I am so glad to see you. Ooh, I forgot a deck. Shenanigans. I'll be right back. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, I'm here. Oh, so nobody came. All right. I rushed that way for nothing. Um, okay, so I wanted to get this Oracle deck. And hello, how are you? Prabha, it's good to see you. Oh no, it's Pran, ETA. How are you? I am shuffling for the overall energy for the collective. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. And thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. And for also hitting that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I'm going live. It's been quite a heavy energy this week. That's why I didn't go live on Tuesday or Wednesday. I just was like, I don't know about you empaths out there, but I am feeling quite a weight. All right, so let's go ahead and get started shuffling for the collective overall energy for the collective spirit. Let's see what this weekend is bringing us. Let's see what this weekend is bringing in for the collective. All right, so we have inheritance. So something that you were owed might be coming to you this weekend. Doesn't necessarily mean money. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's a phone call. Maybe it's something that somebody borrowed, but something that you are owed is coming in. We have bluff. Somebody is trying to pull the wool over your eyes, like a scam or being fooled. Somebody could be fibbing to you. So keep an eye out for that energy for sure. We have lust. Some kind of explosive action might be happening to you this weekend. If you choose, of course. It looks like you might be, your heart's desires might be coming into fruition. And you are being asked to have appreciation, show some gratitude, because you do have a lot of abundance coming towards you. And the best way to show your appreciation and to manifest this abundance coming in faster and the way you want it to is to be grateful each and every day. So don't forget to show appreciation to your higher power for everything you have in the present, so you can pull more energy towards your manifestations towards you. That's really important. Be appreciative of what we have now so you can get more. Don't forget to work hard for it too. You know, nothing's ever just going to show up for you. Oops. Let's see. We have resistance. Some of you might be resisting this this lusty energy that's here. So be careful with that. Be careful who you're leaving yourself alone with, because we also have bluff. Somebody might be lying to you or tricking you, trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I feel like they're going about things a little bit chaotically, but it is 1, 2, 3, so I do feel like there's definitely an upswing in your life. So things are on the right track. Just be very careful and mindful of who you're putting your energy towards, because I do feel like there's an apprehension. There's a temptations coming towards you. Some things that you might be apprehensive about. So just be careful with who you are spending your time with and the energy that you're giving them. What else do we have from this deck, Spirit? Let's see what else we have from this deck. I'm so glad to see you all. I hope you guys had a good week. I was just saying it was a very heavy week. You know, empathically, I just was feeling a lot of things, which is why I didn't come live on Tuesday, and especially Wednesday, which I normally do. I was really burned out. Like, I was just feeling burned out and tired. We have flattery. Yeah, I feel like somebody is going to try to really come into your life with like this charming behavior and try to behave badly, honestly. We're getting that two-faced energy. Not being able to trust. It's like they are devising a plan. See, it's like they're thinking about it beforehand, like it's premeditated. You know, because they're thinking of this. This is already a process. I don't trust that energy at all. Everybody loves flattery, but if it's not real and genuine, then what is it worth? Nothing. Yeah, be careful. I don't like that energy, but Spirit said go get my deck, so I did. So let's move on to another deck. Let's see what else we have. For this weekend coming in, what energy is coming towards us for this weekend, Spirit? Shuffling for the collective. What are the messages that they need to know? What are the messages that they need to know? Messages for the collective, thank you. Whew, okay, so we have this door to value, which, you know, you open it and there's money flying out at you, and then we have inheritance. So I feel like I said, something you're going to receive, and it might not be money, but it's going to be something that is owed to you. Okay, we have this cornucopia here too. So something that you're going to get a lot of abundance. So something you've been waiting for. Some of you, it might be a surprise to you. But for some of you, I feel like it's owed to you. Like you've been waiting for it. Or maybe you lent somebody something and they're giving it back to you. Okay, we have yin and yang. Mirror imaging. Finding the positive and negative in each other. Male and female energy. So you might be, it could be twin flame. Let's tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more, please. Oh, this one, okay. Door to personal healing and happiness. So you want to go a couple places this weekend. I feel like you are trying to, you know, you need healing. Okay, you know you need self-care and self-love. So I feel like putting yourself first for once is going to be so beneficial to you. And you also want to make sure you're taken care of financially with this door to value. So you're knocking on a lot of doors here. Personal healing and happiness. I'm feeling like there's something that's going to happen this weekend that's going to make you have an overall sensation of being calm, of zen. Maybe you are taking care of yourself, you're meditating, but something is going to chill you out. Like you're going to get communication, or some event is going to happen, and it's going to settle your mind. Like you're going to be like, okay, now I can be less stressed. Okay, so we have the crown chakra. Something is coming in. Something's trying to get in, is what I just heard. Now, crown chakra sits 6 inches above your crown. And that's where this beautiful crystal clear light is shining right through and giving you your energy and clearing all the rest of your chakras. And you can charge this by sitting in meditation and imagining this beautiful energy coming right through your skull and giving you clarity. So I feel like you're seeking clarity, you're seeking to be healed, you're seeking wisdom. You're seeking insight. You want to connect with your higher power. You want that third eye energy opened. You want to connect with your body in all aspects, because we're talking about the central that leads to everything else. So I feel like you want more insight, you want to touch base more, you want to level up spiritually. You want to be able to see more. And by that I mean like energy, the 5D. Then we have strategy, creating a plan. Journaling. Look, it says journal right here. Writing down what you want, what your goals are, what very detailed information into your journal. Write it all down. And then manifest the F out of it. It's so important. I feel like I was told to look at this key up here, which I never even looked at before. I'm not sure why there's a key. I don't see a lock. But this could be the key to manifesting. Maybe you have something, going on with a key. You're looking for a key. Is this key in a... It could be in a box. I can't tell if that's a box or not. It might be in a box. Yeah. Opening something up to wisdom. Maybe you're opening your heart. All right, let's get some more. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Right now in the collective reading part of the collective energy part of the reading. And next I'll be moving on to the card pull, where I will be pulling 2 cards per question. I scroll right back up to the chat to the beginning and answer the questions in order. You'll know it's your question because I'll read the handle before I ask the question. So I see a lot of you guys are asking questions, so I'm glad for that. And I just have a few more decks to get through before I jump on to the questions. Okay, we had emerging into grace. I will open my soul to grace. Receiving what was meant for you, whether it be good things or lessons, things that you may necessarily don't want to deal with or take care of, but these things are given to us so we can grow in grace from them. So immersing yourself into it and trying to see the positive and taking the lessons from it, that's what Spirit wants us to do so we can grow as people and evolve into the people that we were meant to be. What else, Spirit, for our collective for this weekend? I feel like a lot of you are going to be working on yourself. I feel like some of you are going to be taking care of yourself. Self-care, self-love, journaling, meditation. And it really is a great time of year for that, while we're still in the darkness of the year, you know, the winter time. So I feel like it's a perfect time to start taking care of yourself. You know, I started spring cleaning just last weekend, trying to get rid of things, because as I always say, if you get rid of old energy, new energy comes back in for you. So just trying to get rid of things and purge, you know, what's in my closet, you know, going through my storage closet. Do I need this? Have I used this lately? So just keep an eye out, you know, put that into work. It's a great time of year for it. It's really too cold outside, at least around here, to do anything fun outside. So this is an opportunity for us to do what we can inside. And, you know, spring is coming, so I figured I'd get a jump start on that. So you guys might want to do the same thing. You know, take care of yourself. And as part of self-care is, you know, getting rid of that old energy. And so for some of you, that could mean cleaning out your social media, or you know, updating your profile, or you know, just giving yourself an overhaul. Maybe health-wise, maybe you need a physical, maybe you need to go to the dentist, maybe I need to go to the eye doctor, so that's one of the things I have on my list. So you know, it's all part of self-care. So that is really important. All right, Spirit. What other messages does the collective need to know? Dwelling in truth. Be honest with yourself is what I just heard. Some of you guys might be lying to yourself, or maybe you see the red flags, but you don't want to admit it. Maybe you know that somebody or something is, or even a place isn't good for you, but yet you still keep visiting. You still keep doing the same thing over and over again. And that cycle isn't going to change until you are honest with yourself and want to change the things that you need to change. And you have to stand by that. You have to stand by your truths. Integrity, I also just heard. Being, you know, standing by your beliefs and your belief system and sticking up for yourself and those beliefs. For some of you, it might be creating boundaries and living your truth. What else, Spirit? Still shuffling for the collective. I will start answering the questions in the chat after I'm done all of my oracle decks for the collective reading, and then I'm going to move on to chat where I draw 2 cards for every question. You'll know it's your question because I start with the handle and then ask the question. So I have looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Trying to peer into the real you. What is making you tick? What is driving you these days? What is lighting your fire? What's driving you to where you need to be? What excites you? You know, connecting with yourself, just like you would a friend, is so important. You know, what makes you be you? I mean, it changes very often. Like I say, what's driving you, but that could change from now, and then 6 months ago, it could be something else. So to check in on yourself, just like you would a friend, you know, am I in the right mindset? Is what was driving me for my goals 6 months ago? Am I still on that path, or is something else taking me in a different direction? Can I have another card from this deck, please, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, 2 cards. Thank you. Oh, 3 cards. We have taking action, fly free, and breaking barriers. Oh, I feel like somebody is breaking free from their normal course. These all came out together, so I'm going to read them together. Breaking free. You're doing something that is essential for your growth. This might be something that is not necessarily the status quo or something that people expect from you. So it might really be like, holy shit, I can't believe that they actually did that. But it's going to be so good for you. You're seeing things from a different angle. You're getting a different view on how you should handle something. And you're moving forward on it. You have set this, you're making a plan here. And you're setting forth and doing it. So maybe you're devising a plan this weekend for this strategy of how to break free from the mundane, how to break free from the cycle you're on, how to break free from a relationship that you're not happy with, how to break free from a job that you're not happy with. Whatever it is, however it resonates with you, it's like you're being called to take action, see the bigger picture, and move forward with it. All right. Let's see what messages Spirit has. Spirit, I am shuffling for the collective. What do they need from this deck, please? What from this deck? Messages for the collective. Plan a trip. That could be part of your self-care. Getting away for a little while, whether it be by yourself or with somebody to connect with, or by yourself to be introspective. Be open to receive. Your manifestations are coming. You've put them into action. So are you open to receiving them? Are you ready to do what you need to do once you've gotten them? Do you know how to handle what you've been asking for? Be open to receiving new things. Because Spirit's only going to give them to you if Spirit thinks that you're ready for it. If you've grown enough to receive them. If Spirit knows that you know how to handle yourself. Talk with a financial advisor. I don't know about where you are, but it's tax time here. So maybe this is a call to get your taxes done over the weekend or in the following week. Anything else, Spirit, from this deck? Anything else for the collectives here? Thank you. Use the law of attraction to manifest. Speak your truth. Act like it's already here. And have gratitude for having it in your life. It's already yours. Speak it into existence. Okay, let's do this one. What else do we have? Spirit for the collective. We have girl talk, getting together with friends. Spending time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. That could be part of planning the trip or their self-care portion. Just having fun. Not having to think about anything or, you know, boat, receiving what you need, progression. And I said that earlier, I said it came out 1, 2, 3. So I said that there is a progression. You guys are progressing somehow. Arriving, moving on. So you guys are something on the upswing. Something is, you're doing something exactly right. We have engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion. So you guys might be, now it doesn't necessarily mean an engagement to, you know, for marriage, but it could also mean a commitment. Maybe somebody is going to ask you, you know, to be exclusive. You know, maybe somebody's going to ask you to move in, or you know, whatever the next step is in, you know, your relationship, whatever, you know, stage that you're at, it could be the next step. So look out for that. It's about partnership. So this could be a business partnership as well. You might be asked to partner up with somebody. Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship. Lack of confidence. Self-sabotage. Oh, no. Fear, ego issues, and jealousy. That'll get you. And that's enough to ruin a relationship and ruin trust. So it's hard. It's hard to letting go of control and, you know, letting the universe take action rather than you controlling something is definitely not an easy thing to do. Okay, Spirit. We're going to pull from the Romance Angels deck. Anything from this deck? We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by a religious upbringing and spiritual path. So that can be different from anybody, you know. This could be the one. You're already met the romantic partner you seek. They can be right in your energy, maybe in your friend circle, or maybe somebody through a friend of a friend that you've met, or, you know, scrolling through Facebook. Maybe you saw that they commented and you've already, like, investigated them or whatever, you know? And then you come together in person and you hit it off. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Turn everything off and focus on yourself. This could be that self-care. This could be, you know, spending time with your partner and making them your focus. This could be just spending time by yourself even. This could even be the father of the bride. Spending time with your family. That could be. And one more deck before I move on to the chat. Now these are messages from whatever person is on your mind or comes to your mind. It's going to be different for everybody. All right, Spirit. What are the messages from the collective's people? What is it that they need to know or have been wondering about what their person is thinking? What is the messages? Thank you. Can I have some more? Okay, to start we have, I wish I could take back my words. So you might have felt insulted, or somebody said something that, and you hold on to it. You know, words can be very sharp and cut like a knife. Then they're not easily forgotten. What else, Spirit? What do we have for the collective for this weekend? What is it that they thank you? I know that I crossed the line with you. Now that can mean different things to different people. Maybe they went too far in a situation. Maybe they angered you and went too far and pissed you off. So take that as it resonates. And we have, I regret lying to you. Anything else, Spirit? Before I move on, is there any other messages from this deck for the collective? Before I move on to the chat? Nope. All right. So let me give this a nice little shuffle. Thank you, Spirit, for the questions I'm about to answer. Thank you for letting me hear your messages with clarity so I can deliver them with fluidity. Thank you for your guidance and this gift. I'm truly grateful. Okay, so I'm going to start reading through the chat. I pull 2 cards per question. Now, sometimes I get less, sometimes I get more. I only clarify if I feel a nudge from Spirit to do so. So it's not with everything. I'm not going to clarify. You get 2 cards and that's it. If you want to book a personal reading for a more, you know, deeper connection, then please feel free. My information is in my description box, so it would be great to hear from you. Please make sure you're clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. I am not monetized on here, so I do this absolutely for free. So it's appreciated if you click like and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. And I go live every Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. And I do pop-up readings. I was saying that earlier, that usually I go on either Tuesday or Wednesday. But boy, what a heavy energy this week has been throughout the world. Like, I'm just picking up so much heaviness. So I just wasn't in the right mindset to go on yesterday like I normally would have. In fact, I had a couple of you guys reach out to me asking if I was going to go live, but I didn't have it in me. I was just feeling this heaviness. And I am okay. Like, it's, you know, when there's a heaviness throughout the the universe when there's, I mean, I tend to pick it up. So, but I'm okay. I just hope you guys are okay. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. I don't really answer questions about health or pregnancy. I don't, and if you could be mindful of the way you ask your questions. I say this all the time. Tarot isn't yes or no. So if you can phrase it other than a yes or no question, and if you do, I will try to get through it the best way I can and rephrase the question, so it's not yes or no. But there's no card saying yes or no in here, so we are going to do the best we can, and I am excited to get started. So let's go ahead. Don't forget, I'm Sarah B from Just Be Tarot. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe. All right. Pran, hello. I said hi to you early. So good to see you. YM, hi. Pran says, oh, what's the weight of that I was feeling? I just explained. I was saying that earlier when I first started. This weight of the world that is just, what a heaviness. It's hard. It's hard. A lot of people I feel, are very, very sad. People are in they're just scared. People are scared. They don't know what to do. The world is changing so much. And I'm feeling this heaviness. It's a lot. It's a lot for people. YM says, dear, can you please tell me what are the feelings or impressions of Mateo towards me? Okay, Mateo. Too many? All right. Spirit, shuffling for YM regarding Mateo. Wants to know feelings or impressions. Feelings or impressions. Something good is coming in for you. I feel like I heard the words impressed. You impressed this person. So something good is coming in for you. But I'm also seeing... Now, the Empress in reverse is a card of not growing. Maybe this person thinks that you should be... I don't know if this is a work person, but maybe they think that you should be asking to learn more or do more or something along those lines. Or I feel like, I mean, I heard the word impressed, so I feel like they're impressed with you, and maybe they can't understand why you're not asking to take more under your belt, or to start learning more, or maybe apply for a higher position. Okay, Starry Night asks, hi, what's the best way to approach a situation regarding Juliet and friends? Okay, shuffling for Starry Night. Best way to approach Juliet. What is the best way for Starry Night to approach situation regarding Juliet and friends? What is the best way? How should she approach that? What's the energy there, Spirit? Approaching her friends about a situation. What's the best way? I'm not getting anything. Are you sure? There we go. Eight of Wands in reverse. We have, I feel like the Eight of Wands in reverse is blocked energy. So there's some kind of blocked energy between you guys. And somebody needs to heal first before you need to approach anybody. We have the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's in the process of healing. And I think that's because they're in the process of healing and they haven't fully healed, that's causing this blockage. There's still some kind of unresolved. And they're just not ready. Somebody's not ready to come forward. So I don't think it's a good idea to come forward until there's a little bit more time for healing or healing energy. And I just got to look at the bottom of the deck, the Tower. So somebody might be going through a lot of changes, or this whole situation might be a catalyst for change. It's like whatever situation happened, things will never be the same. All right, I'm going to light some more incense before I answer the next question. All right. I have never been so happy for it to be Friday tomorrow. And unfortunately, one of my gal pals, one of the girls from work, is an actress, and she's starring in a play. So after work, we're going to see her. A bunch of us are going to see her in her play. And so, of course, I can't go right home and crash like I normally do, sit on the couch and watch TV for my Friday night. I actually have plans, but it's going to be great. She's amazing. So, anywho, let's move on. Okay, so Pran asks, what is the most urgent message I need to know at this time? Pran wants to know an urgent message that she needs to know right now. What messages does she need to know right now? What's surrounding her energy that she needs to be aware of? There's a completion of some kind. It's like you've completed something and we're victorious at it. But that is also the end of the major arcana. So that means there's a new beginning of some kind. There's something new coming in. So I'm not getting anything else. So it's like you succeeded at something. You've given it your all. You were victorious. Now prepare for something new coming in. Maybe you're working on something new, a new project, a new you. Maybe you're moving. But maybe a new job. Maybe a new lifestyle choice or a change. Now, with the new year coming up, the astrological new year, maybe this is the change you were looking for. You know, with time to make that change, your resolutions, because I feel like this is the time to make your resolutions, like when it's gonna be springtime, when everything is new, is a time for change. That's when the resolutions should begin. Okay, so Prawn also asked, how is Z feeling about me currently? How is Z? Thank you. It looks like they are looking at you pretty passionately. I mean, that's a whole lot of wand, if you know what I'm saying. And he looks at you with this queen energy. Like you got it all handled. Queen of Pentacles is like somebody who knows exactly what they want and go for it. Have a handle on things. Or I should put it like this. You're looking right at that wand. So Z is feeling passionate about you, maybe a little lusty. All right, so Starry Night says, what would resolve my situation with my dad? Ooh, we have 3 and 3. 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Coming together, working it out. I feel like this is something that he's been waiting for. I think he just wants the opportunity. But this is about coming together, sharing those emotions. Something that had, should have been happening. I mean, this is something that's in the works, been waiting for it. The universe wants this to happen. Your higher power has been wanting there to be a reunion here. It's going to be emotional, is what I just heard. But that's the only way that it's going to happen. Okay. IS Jan says, HY I have. Okay. So I feel like you'll get back to me with the rest of that. HY. I don't know what that means. HY. HY. Maybe it's how are you? Not sure. I'm not sure what that means. So I'm going to move on. Pran ETA says, what is a feeling and thinking regarding me now? What is a feeling and thinking regarding me now? What is a thinking about Pran? What is a thinking about Pran? What is a, thank you. Feeling more comfortable. We have the 7 of Swords. More swords. Maybe he wants to communicate with you or have a conversation. But it looks like we're in this Knight of Swords energy where he's still trying to figure it out. Still trying to get clarity on the situation. We have YM. Can you tell me about Stephanie? Impression about me. Stephanie's impression about YM. Thank you. Four of Swords. Resting. Time to rest. Maybe break time or taking lunches, something if this is about work. Resting. And the Two of Cups. Maybe is wondering who you go on break with or something along those lines. Two of Cups. Maybe you guys share a connection at work or have a connection where she feels she can open up to you when you have downtime. Starry Night says, will Cam be able to help me be completely rid of whatever is attacking me spiritually? Is Cam going to be able to help Starry Night with her issues spiritually? Okay, I do feel like there's a connection already between you and Cam. If you guys already have a connection, I think that's going to be your best bet because we also got the World. So I feel like that's going to be working out for you the best if you already have that connection. Whew, I am just... I'm telling you. It's like I can feel fine and then just feel... This energy is ridiculous lately. Ooh. Give me a second. Just going to clear my space. I don't know what that was or is, so bear with me a second. Thank you guys. Okay, so Wyam says, could you tell me about Guy's thoughts about me? Okay, what is Guy's thoughts about Wyam? What is Guy's thoughts about Wyam? Thinks you're stuck in a cycle. We have the 10 of swords in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse, so it's like you're stuck in a cycle. Or are you disconnected? He feels like there's like a disconnection. Like maybe he tries to give you a compliment or say something nice, and it's like you don't know how to react, or maybe there's a weird tone or a gesture, but I feel like he tries to get, tries to make a connection, and maybe you're not so willing to make a connection with this person. Okay, Ritz 9322 would like angel guidance. Angel guidance for Ritz, please. Thank you. Okay, you're being asked to be present, Ritz, and to watch your spending. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Watch your spending and be present. I feel like you think about the past, nostalgic, how things used to be, but you can't live in the past, and you can't have anxiety about the future. You have to try to remain present and be thankful for what you have now. We had this in the beginning of the reading when I was doing the overall energy for the collective. Maybe this was meant for you because Spirit knew that you're coming on, but we have appreciation. So that I said that was an indication to be appreciative of what you have now, because the more gratitude you have now, the more magnetic energy it puts out into the universe to bring more of that manifestation and abundance into you. So I feel like as long as you're staying present and be thankful for what you have now, you are going to bring in that energy that you want to see. Okay, why am asked, what are the thoughts, impressions of Fabian about me? Why am I have to ask you? Why are you so concerned about what everybody thinks about you? Um, just curious. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just it's out of curiosity. Um, you seem like an amazing person. Wyatt is one of my regulars on here whom I adore, and you're amazing. Like, I don't understand why you care about what anybody else thinks. You just need to know that you're amazing and that you shine like a star. And anybody should be thankful that they're in your energy. Just putting that out there for you. Keep in mind that they should be honored to be in your energy. And you should care much less about what other people think about you because you're awesome. All right, just in my humble opinion. But I'll answer your questions. What are the impressions of Fabian about YM? What are the thoughts and impressions of Fabian about YM? What's Fabian think about YM? What are the impressions? Asking for YM. Asking for YM. What are the impressions from Fabian? Thank you. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person is in and out. He doesn't really have much. He might be younger. Or he is immature. He would like to see you speak up a little bit more. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. I feel like he thinks he never sees you speak. But I feel like this person is kind of immature. I'm getting an immature energy. Maybe you have to defend yourself a lot with this person. Maybe you have to speak up. Or maybe he thinks that you should speak up if other people are not treating you right. What are the thoughts and feelings about Abdurrahman for me? What are the thoughts and feelings of Abdurrahman for YM? Thoughts and feelings regarding Abdurrahman for YM. What energy lies there Spirit for wine. What energy lies there for wine? Oop. We have the Lover's card. So I feel like he's going to be making a choice. Will he or won't he? And then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So I feel like he's finally making a decision to address something that's been in front of his face the whole time. So I feel like you might be hearing from him soon. I feel like a choice is being made. And he's going to probably let you know what that is. Starry Night says, how useful would Jade's course to help me with my predicament? Shuffling for Starry Night regarding Jade's course. How helpful would it be, Spirit? We got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles. I feel like the universe says that, thinks that you're in a hurry. And that it's only going to set you back or keep you on in a cycle of some kind. So I'm not sure how useful it would be, but I feel like you don't need to rush anything. That you need to trust. Now of course I don't know what kind of predicament you're in, so you need to do what you need to do. Of course there's free will. But if you can hold off, like I'm feeling like I'm hearing don't rush. So I don't know, but obviously if it's a predicament that you need to get closure on right now, then obviously you need to move forward with it. But I have this don't rush energy. It's going to set you back feeling. Okay. So we have huge and huge royal coins channel. Okay, if Jesus is the bright morning star, this is going to be good. Then Jesus never was black in the Bible, ever all the characters in the Bible. Oh, okay. I was going to say, you can believe what you want, but that is incorrect. So, if Jesus is the bright and morning star, I mean, who says that he's the bright and morning star? I'm not going to argue with you about that. That's shenanigans. Okay, so all I know is Jesus was love. He treated people with respect, no matter what color he was. He had so much love, and his range of love was infinite. So, and he gave us the best rule of all is love others the way that you would want to be loved. And he walked this earth as a beautiful human being who just wanted to love, wanted to show people love, and wanted to show people that everybody was included. So take that as you see it. I mean, yes, I believe in that Jesus was here, and he believed that he walked the earth spreading love and happiness. And that's really what's important, isn't it? It's just a beautiful thing to have that much love for your fellow human beings. So, just my thoughts. Anywho, let's move on. So, why do I feel unable to write? Do I need to clear something? That could be your throat chakra, um, communication. I don't know what you're trying to write. It could be your third eye. Maybe you need that intuitive blockage, your intuition, your creativity. So you might need to block that chakra. But let's see what Spirit has to say. Why is Pran unable to write? What is going on there? What is going on with Pran? Why does she have writer's block? Thank you. Something that you need to work with. Now, Spirit's saying you have the tools to know what to do. So you have to dive deep into yourself and figure out for yourself why you're not able to do it. Really look into yourself and figure out what is being blocked. Why am I not able to connect? Let's see if there's anything else. Spirit, why the Magician? Anything else? Nope, that's it. So I feel like this is like Spirit says you already have the tools. Now you got to figure it out. All right, so general reading for Simran. Simran says, general reading for me, please. Sure, Simran. Spirit, what is the energy surrounding Simran for currently? What is the energy? Thank you. Well, I feel like people are looking up to you. I feel like you are... I don't know if you got like some kind of an award or some kind of accolades of some kind, or maybe a promotion. But I'm feeling like either maybe the boss gave you some kind of accolades or you got a promotion here. I do feel like you're overwhelmed by a certain situation, though. Not necessarily having to do with the, work. But this is something that is, there's something in your energy that's overwhelming you currently. And Spirit's asking you to come back to the present and be present. You're overwhelmed because you're overthinking. And you're handling everything the best way you know how. So Spirit's saying, as long as everything's handled, then you have to trust your higher power with everything else. So if you handled everything that you have handled and everything that you could or are able to, then you have to trust that everything is going to work out the way it's meant to work out. Okay. Thank you, Simran. Okay. Hera.Shami. What's coming in my life? Shuffling for Hera. What is in her energy or their energy? Thank you. Okay, I see that you're afraid of making a decision. I feel like you're afraid it's going to be wrong. With this Lover's card in reverse. Yeah, you're afraid to take the first step in something. Making a connection with somebody or something. Maybe it's moving on. Maybe it's discovering something new. But there's something that is holding you back. You might be actually looking to cut off somebody. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Cut off an energy. You haven't made the decision yet. You know you should, but you haven't made that decision yet to move forward with it. It's like there's nothing there between you guys anymore, or the situation anymore. But this is your indication to move forward with it. So, you ask what's coming in your life. Once you get rid of old energy, then it leaves room for new energy. So what's coming in? New energy once you cut off what needs to be cut off. Okay, so Starry Night. What would turn my life around completely for the better? What would turn Starry's life around completely for the better? What would turn Starry's life around completely for the better? Shuffling for Starry. Gaining clarity. Trusting yourself. Seeking knowledge and not assuming. It's like, I feel like you are maybe playing scenarios out in your head, and you're understanding them as the truth. But what is in reality, that's not what reality is. You need to seek clarity from the person or the situation before you jump to conclusions. I feel like more self-confidence would suit you. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, so surrounding yourself with better energy, with people who you can trust, and people who are on the same level energetically, and people who want to be in your life, who you don't have to fight to be in your life. People who actually want to be a part of your life. Not having to fight for somebody to be in your energy. They should want to be in your energy. But I feel like there's a lack of confidence there where you're like, do they? Yeah, you're awesome. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you people? People should want to be in your energy. They should be fighting for you to be in your energy. Not the other way around. Thank you, Starry. Pran ETA, what's the wisest thing for me to do right now? Pran wants to know what is the wisest thing for her to do right now. Work on your self-confidence. I just heard create boundaries. And know that things could get rough before they get better. We have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Strength card. Shamika _ Dana. I'm thinking about starting an online business. Oh, nice. But there are so many options to choose from. I need a guide on the path I need to choose as long-term business with good earnings. Okay, Spirit. Shuffling for Shamika. What path should they head in for online business? I feel like coming up with ideas, brainstorming. Um, we have the Nine of Swords, so I feel like getting. I mean, you're not. I don't feel like you have anxiety over this, but I feel like you need to be in your head to brainstorm, to sort things out. Now, you're going to need to be financially backed because even though it's an online store or an online business, you're still going to need money to get it started. So that's something you need to think of too. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So something is not balanced. Maybe it's working with people, or it could be an accountant. Like I'm seeing like account books, credit debits, making sure everything matches, give and take. You know, what you spend, you got to make sure that you have money in the account or you've made the money to put out that money to spend. So everything, so you're not in a deficit. But as far as your path, this is about brainstorming, really diving in deep, thinking about doing research, looking for clarity on, different products. I don't know if if you're trying to start a service. Um, so it's really about thinking about what is best for you, what you have the most knowledge in, and then find financial backing. Lauren says, hey, how will I meet next love interest? How is Lauren going to meet her next love interest? What is the energy surrounding that, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. It could be right in front of you. I feel like Spirit's giving you this opportunity right now. But you keep paying attention to people who aren't working out for you because you find them attractive. They're like who you're attracted to, your type, quote unquote. But there's somebody who is in your energy already, whose Spirit's saying, I'm giving this to you. This is my gift to you. You keep talking about meeting a love interest, and I'm giving him to you. So yeah, again, starting to pay attention to things that are right in front of you with this Five of Cups in reverse. Thank you, Lauren. Pran says, what am I really destined for? Spirit, what is Pran really destined for? You have lots of options. This is what I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups. You have lots of options. You need to seek enlightenment. And we have the Seven, and stop being defensive. Maybe this is like you are shutting out new ideas because you think that you might not like it, or you don't know how to do it, but you don't know how much you're going to like something unless you try it. So I feel like you need to seek enlightenment, maybe try new things, because there's lots of options out there for you. Jazz says, hey B. Hello, how are you, Jazz? Sarah says, hey. Hi, Sarah, how are you? Sarah 19S4K says, what feelings does K have towards me? What feelings does Kay have towards Sarah? 1-9. Thank you. He almost feels like he missed the opportunity to be with you. Or there's some kind of missed opportunity. I feel like he likes talking to his friends or his family about you. He's talking to the people he cares about you. So he must have some kind of feelings towards you. How does P truly feel about me? How is P feeling towards Sarah? He's not as interested. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Doesn't show that much of an interest. Jazz says, what is coming in this weekend for me? What is coming in this weekend for Jazz? What is coming in this weekend for Jazz? Thank you. King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like somebody's going to cancel plans on you. And you're not going to cope with it well. And it's going to put you in your head. I feel like somebody is going to cancel plans. You're not going to handle it well, and it's going to set you in your head just asking questions about, because it's going to give you anxiety. That sucks. I'm sorry, I didn't like that. Okay, Jazz also asked, what, oh, wait, I didn't get the second part. And what's the energy surrounding me? Jazz asks, what's the energy surrounding her? It's like you're separated from something or being reunited. Being reunited with somebody you're separated from. What is the energy there, Spirit, with this reunion? This could be, you might run into somebody who's not treating you fairly, or maybe you had a falling out with. Or maybe you're thinking about this person because you said, what's the energy surrounding you? Maybe this is somebody that you've been thinking about, somebody who didn't treat you fairly, and I feel like you wish you could go back and change the scenario and do things differently. Jazz also asks, what is to expect from work next week? What is the energy for Jazz and work next week? What is the energy for Jazz and work next week? You might still have a loss of hours. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So there might not be a whole lot of work for you next week. Yeah, we have the Empress in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you feel like there's no growth. It's causing you to be bitter. Firmino, hello. Spirit, what's energy for Firmino in general? What's a general energy for Firmino? We have the Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like something rough might happen over the weekend, or you might hear rough news. Somebody might be trying to communicate with you, but it might be something that you weren't expecting to hear. And it's going to cause you to want to seek clarity or ask somebody what happened. Stinton V10. My whole life is in that deck. Well, yeah, that's the point. Thank you, Stenton. Janny 9802 says, hi, how does my Capricorn feel for me? How does Janny's Capricorn feel for them? We have the Two of Cups in reverse. They might feel emotionally disconnected right now. What else, Spirit? Emotionally disconnected is what I... Why, Spirit? Why? The Nine of Wands. They keep fighting for you, or they want to fight for you. Have you spoken to this person? Because I feel like there's like... And they feel like either one of you needs to make a choice. Like they're willing to fight. But right now they're feeling emotionally disconnected. HRJ says, hey, hey. Southern Girl Dereal 1609. Hello. Did Joshua K have an affair with Wanda C and Latoya B? I can't really answer yes or no questions with this, but I can give you the energy. Remember, I can't answer yes or no questions. I can give you the energy that surrounds it, and you have to determine it yourself. But I can only give you the energy surrounding. We do have the Queen of Chalices and the Four of Cups in reverse. But see, the Queen of Chalices is very emotional, and it has to do with love. Now you're saying affair, which doesn't equate to love. And then we have the Four of Wands, or a Four of Swords in reverse, which is about getting yourself back out there. So maybe this could be you, your energy. But this is about after resting or after being in a lull, getting yourself back out there. So maybe, I mean, I don't feel like there's a definite answer. There's no yes or no in the tarot deck. So you're going to have to determine what that energy means. HRJ, will I find real love in 2026? Like, once again, I can give you the energy. Okay, you are about to start a new journey. Now, I do feel like there is going to be a lot of lessons learned on this journey. We have the Star card in reverse. So I do feel like you're going to have to bring yourself back to your North Star, to who you are. I feel like on this journey for love, you're going to perhaps meet people who don't necessarily treat you that great, or whatever journey this is. This doesn't even necessarily have to be love. I know you asked about it. Um, but with the Star card, it's like here's this North Star, okay? And everybody has a North Star within themselves. That is their personalities, their integrity, their beliefs, and you know, their belief systems and what they think is good and what they think is bad. And it's like you're going to be tested, I feel like, with different people as far as, you know, these people, like certain people, are they for you? Um, do they have the same belief systems that I do? Um, you might find yourself sticking up for yourself because they don't have the same belief system as you. Even just in maybe small things. But you're going to have a lot of learning to do this in 2026 on your journey. And I do feel like it's not always going to be super happy, the happiest of times, but you're going to learn a lot of lessons. I don't want to lie to you and sugarcoat anything. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So it might be a lot of struggle. It might be, there's certain things that make you happy and then a lot of things that don't. But that's how you're going to learn to navigate this path. And you're learning things you don't like and things that you do like, and how you're going to move on and meet the person that you're meant to be, or meet the person that you're meant to, that's meant to be your partner. And in the meantime, the universe is working on sending that person into your life. But first, you have to go through all of these other things before the universe is going to grant you the beautiful gift of the perfect partner. So you'll see this. I always say that this little bag that the Fool holds, this is the start of your journey. And I'm going to start my journey, and I'm going to collect all of my lessons and put them in this bag. So at each stop, I'm taking more lessons with me. And that way you have them to reflect back on and get through certain situations that you find yourself in. So it's going to be a struggle. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a difficult year for you. Don't kill the messenger. But you're going to find out that there's a lot of lessons that you are going to learn, and it's going to make you the person that you're meant to be. And all the while, the universe is going to be working on sending you your perfect partner. All right, so Pran says, Sarah, what is the reason behind my recent depressive feelings? Spirit, what's the energy there with Pran's depression? What is the energy there? Probably seasonal depression. I mean, I know that's what gets me. Okay, so we have like maybe people, you feel like people aren't accepting you. It feels like you're disconnected from, you cut people off, or you're not responding to people. You're concentrating on things that aren't good for you. and not making the things that are good for you a priority. Thank you, Serene Megani. What are Omar's feelings towards his ex-girlfriend? He might be trying to get back with her. Or he may feel like a fool forever dating her. We got the Fool card. Five of Swords. He feels it's comfort. He's comfortable with her. I feel like he might be getting back with her because he's comfortable with her. And Serene Megani says, what are Omar's feelings for Serene? He feels like you might have been a missed opportunity, something that he should have gone after, but I feel like he didn't have the courage. Anything else, Spirit? Like he didn't have the self-esteem, maybe? When he thinks about you, though, he sees you as this glorious shining star. He thinks about you in high regard. Marissa Anderson says Eddie Dean wants to get married on Valentine's Day. Congratulations. That wasn't a question. Are you telling me? Eddie Dean wants to get married on Valentine's Day. Is it supposed to say, does Eddie Dean want to get married on Valentine's Day? Let's pretend it does. That's what it's supposed to say. Does Eddie Dean want to get married on Valentine's Day? No. He does not want to get married on Valentine's Day. Tell me more, Spirit. It might even be a fight. You might have a fight about it, is what I just heard. A disagreement, because I think you want to get married on Valentine's Day. But I don't think he wants to. Anything else, Spirit, regarding? No? Shanzana 7682. Is this person named Junaid good for me? Is Junaid good for Shanzana? Shanzanaz. Is Junaid good for Shanzanaz? Is Junaid good for Zandanaz? Asking for Shandanaz. Here, let me give it a better shuffle. Thank you. What else, Spirit? We have the Six of Cups, give and take. So I think I just heard you should be asking yourself, is this good for you, or is she good for, or are you good for her? Like, I feel like it needs to be both ways. What can you Tell me about this Six of Cups. Staying present. Is this somebody from the past? You might be... This could be somebody from the past. And I feel like this person has hurt you before. I feel like you've evolved, though, and healed. But have they evolved and healed? Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like the Three of Swords is in reverse. So I feel like they've healed, and I feel like you've evolved into a king from the time that you were previously with this person. But have they evolved? That's what you have to ask yourself. That's what I couldn't hear. Like, I heard it goes both ways earlier, but I wasn't understanding until this came out. So, have they healed and evolved? Is the question. So that's something you have to find out on your own. Okay, Aki 423. Hi, Sarah. I've written 3 competitive exams. Will I pass any one of it and land a job? What's going on with Aki 423's energy of this competitive exams? What's the energy there, Spirit? Energy for these competitive exams. What's the energy there, Spirit, for a key? 423. 423. A key. Shuffling for a key, thank you. I feel like changes are coming. So I do feel like something is going to be coming into your energy. It's a good change. So it's not something that's going to be crazy. It's something that you're planning or you have planned. Okay, and we have the Justice card landed like this. Gosh. Spirit saying you have to wait. Because if it was like this, I'd be like, yeah, this is for sure. You're definitely going to. If it was like this, I'd be like, I tell you, I don't feel like it's going to happen. But Spirit saying, have patience. You have to wait. But I'm saying changes are happening. And that's good changes, plan changes. So, I mean, but Spirit says, must wait. I'm not going to give that answer. Shanzana says, is this person named... Oh, we already answered that. Oh, jeez. Okay, so Serene Megazani says, does Omar love me or is it just physical obsession? Does Omar love... Does Omar love Serene or is it just physical? What is the energy there? What is the energy with Serene and Omar? Is there love? Is there love, Spirit? What's the energy there? Is there love between Omar and Serene? It looks like there's an ending. So I don't see that there's love. I do feel like you are going to be on a track with somebody new. And I feel like you're going to have to defend yourself in the near future. Or speak up for yourself. We have the Death card in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. I feel like this is going to be an argument. This is going to be your time to walk away. Serene Megazani said Issa was peace. Lauren says, thank you, Sarah. You're welcome. Najalin Ahmed. Does Oman love Najalin? Does Oman love Najalin? What is the energy there, Spirit? What is the energy? He feels safe around her. There's a good energy shared, but I don't feel like there's been an opportunity to fall in love. Oh, you asked that quite a few times. Hello, Christy. How are you? Jazz says, yes, my boss says that she can't add me back on, but at least I'm working 3 days. Okay, great. Should I send the message I planned for Somaya? I don't know. Sure. HRJ says, thank you. Rezia, I hope you're well. Thank you. Haven't seen you in a moment. PJJ Prabha, are my feelings for Richard one-sided? Are my feelings for Richard one-sided? Prabha's asking. What is the energy there, Spirit? Feelings for Richard one-sided. What is the energy between Richard and Prabha? What is the energy there, Spirit? I feel like he might be breaking your heart. He might be breaking your heart. So I do feel like it might be one-sided. But this could also be an energy of them healing. If they're healing from something. But my initial, what I heard was, they're going to break your heart. Rezia says, may I have a reading, please? What is the general reading energy for Rezia? General energy for Rezia, please. General energy for Rezia. What's in her energy, Spirit? What's coming towards her? Thank you. I feel like you're going to have a reunion with somebody. Don't convince yourself that you're too busy for this reunion. I feel like you're going to try to come up with an excuse. So I feel like somebody might be in contact with you to get together. I feel like your initial reaction is, how can I tell them that I'm busy? Even though you don't even know time, date, location. You're being asked to, if you're comfortable enough, now I don't know the situation with you and this person or who this might be, to try to go to this this reunion. If they ask you out, or maybe out for coffee or whatever, you're asked to try to go. Keep your heart open, keep your heart and mind open, because you might be seeing things from a different angle after this meeting. Hera Shami says, any new love I will find in 2026? We have Queen of Wands energy. That's telling me that your next question was, or will I get the same old pattern? Hera, you have the power to change the pattern at any time. It's the energy you're putting out. And you have this Queen of Wands energy. This is how you're sitting. This is your energy. Queen of Wands is beautiful on the inside and out. You're the one holding the stick. You're the one with the power. So you can do whatever you want with it. So if you want new love, go out and get new love. You're so attractive. People want to be in your energy. So go out and make it happen. Thank you, Hera. Rezia says, does Merched love me? Does Merched love Rezia? I just heard he's tired of waiting. Anything else besides that, Spirit? It feels like he's been waiting for a long time. Three of Wands in reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow moving. He is tired of waiting. I don't know if he's wanting to hear from you or why he's waiting. What's the holdup? But he's tired of it. Thank you, Prabha. It's great to see you too. Najalin Ahmed says, is this man Oman? I already answered that. You can go back and check out the answer. Oh, he is breaking your heart. Yeah, I had a feeling. PJJ, my Prabha says, he tried initially a little, but now he's just breaking my heart, honestly. Oh, that stinks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Helga BJ3472 says, what is the energy between me and S? What is the energy between Helga and S? Thank you. I feel like their mind is elsewhere, or this could be you. Not concentrating on the relationship. There's something that's stuck, some kind of energy that's stagnant here. The Eight of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles, means it's not working out like you wanted it to. I don't think he has any attention towards you. The next question was, and what is his attention towards me? His mind is elsewhere. He's not thinking about you. And that sucks. I hate to say that. But he's going to learn a lesson in this. He's going to learn a lesson. Sorry about that, Helga. What tarot deck is this? Prabha asks. The Universal Tarot of Marseille. Prawn says, thanks a lot. You're welcome. You're welcome, Prabha. Viraj Aurora says, will I be selected as Air India? I can't answer yes or no questions. I told you this last time. I can tell you the energy around it. What is the energy of Viraj and Air India? The universe is working on making things happen. We have the Temperance card. And Viraj also asks, when will I come in relationship or friends with benefits? I'm not good with time frames because I believe in divine timing, and let's see, what is the energy there for Viraj finding a relationship or friends with benefits? Okay, this is you still waiting. So I feel like you're going to have to wait a little bit more before you find anybody. Boy, I feel like the tarot deck is being very honest today. Like, I'm telling you, it's been a week. What is the deal? I don't know. Okay, will Tanuja accept my proposal? Will Tanuja accept Viraj's proposal? We have the Magician and the Four of Cups. I feel like she is going to be surprised by it. I don't know whether she's going to accept it or not, because this is not a yes or no thing. But I do feel like you have to put in some work with the Magician, because right now she's not even, you're not on her radar. Eknor Bahita or Batia. I'm sorry that I'm mispronouncing. What's the energy between me and Priyanshu? What's the energy there for Priyanshu? Seven of Swords. I feel like he may be a little bit, I don't know if you can trust him, to be perfectly honest with you. We have the Seven of Swords in the challenge position. It's still up in the air whether you can trust him or not. And I feel like you feel that same way. Like you are having trouble deciphering. I don't know if you can trust this person. Yeah, Five of Cups. Yeah. I don't think you can trust them. Now, I mean, of course, it's free will, but I feel like you're going to learn that he's no good. Not for you, at least. Current feelings of Nupur. Viraj says current feelings of Nupur. For Viraj. Viraj wants to know, what are the current feelings of Nupur? There's about 2 minutes left. Just an FYI, time slipped away from me tonight. Current energy of Nupur. I'm not connecting with an energy for here. Let me just give it a good shuffle. Current energy, current feelings of Nupur for Viraj. Shuffling for Viraj, current feelings of Nupur. Six of Swords in reverse, which means she's having a rough time with something. Something's going on in her life and she's having a rough time with something. Yeah, she is going through something. She's trying to seek clarity on something in her personal life. Okay, this is going to be the last question, not for you to know 32. I love just a card for my overall general if possible. Absolutely. Shuffling for not for you to know 32. Would like to know what's coming into their energy. Just generally overall energy for not for you to know 32. Shuffling for their energy. What is it that's coming in for them, Spirit? What is coming in for them? Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm going live. Too many? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. So somebody wants to make a connection with you. Somebody who I just heard down to earth. We have Seven of Cups. Somebody who wants, maybe you work with this person or wants to work things out or something along those lines. This person might work with you or wants to work things out. Somebody who's your equal. This is really good for just and this person is going to be super passionate. Wow. I do feel like you might not be attracted to this person. We have the Hierophant and the Empress in reverse. So I feel like the Hierophant, you're like, eh. So this might be somebody you already know. But I do feel like it's going to be a good connection. Maybe if you just open your heart a little bit. Oh, I like that. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you for all of your time and your questions and for joining in the chat and your awesome energy. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to try again on over the weekend, but we all know how that goes. One thing leads to another, and people twist my arm, and I'm like, okay. So if you hit that notification bell, that's going to let you know if I do pop on. I'm really going to try to make a concentrated effort, but I told you I've been spring cleaning, so it's been occupying my time. But we'll see. I promise. All right. So if I don't see you, have an amazing, safe weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye.